Chosen one, I need you to stop scrolling immediately. This is not the algorithm. This is an urgent, divine interception. Archangel Michael has personally routed this message to your screen today because every other sign has been completely missed by your physical eyes. The heavy attacks you have been facing recently are not random. They are hard proof that the enemy is panicking, and they are panicking because of what they secretly know about your hidden power. Do not take your eyes off this screen. Right now there is a hidden trap being set up. People from your past and present are plotting in the dark. They always described you as too kind and too forgiving, but behind closed doors they are terrified of your brilliant light and your growing authority. They are desperately trying to steal your divine inheritance. You must listen carefully to what I am about to say. Take one slow, real breath. That strange tightness in your chest is not just anxiety. The way you woke up at 3 in the morning last night is a massive signal. Stop letting the world convince you that you are just stressed, because that is actually your spirit detecting a massive threat approaching your current timeline. Your intuition dragged you here today. You are sensing the unseen battle. Heaven is handing you a lifeline. They know exactly who you are. The narcissists and the energy vampires did not target you by accident. They saw your powerful aura long before you even understood it yourself. They realized that you are a cycle breaker and a true weapon of light, and that absolute truth terrified their dark souls to the very core. They knew your power would stop them, so they decided to break you first. If you leave now, you will fail. You will single-handedly shut the door on your own protection. The darkness desperately wants you to swipe away from this video right now. They want you to stay blind to the massive shift happening around you, because if you close this message, the spiritual attacks will only multiply and consume you. You will be fighting without armor. Stay here and claim your blessing. Just moments ago, a sacred scroll was unsealed. The universe has officially assigned special forces to your exact location. These are not ordinary angels sent to simply comfort your heart. They are elite spiritual warriors, dispatched specifically because the threat level against your life and your destiny has suddenly escalated. But there is a hidden mechanism you must understand. You must know how to activate them. You cannot afford to miss this secret. You have felt entirely isolated lately. Friends have suddenly walked away without any explanation. Doors that seemed perfectly fine have slammed shut in your face. This is not a cruel punishment from heaven, but rather you are being divinely isolated for a kingdom-level upgrade that requires absolute purity. Heaven had to clear the room quickly. They established a secure perimeter around you. The people who left were actually security risks. Funny how everyone pretended they did not see you. They thought your quiet nature was a weakness. They assumed you would just keep taking their blatant disrespect forever. But while they were actively plotting your downfall and laughing behind your back, God was quietly preparing your ultimate defense strategy against their darkness. The universe is about to expose everything. Those who plotted against you will fall. They will watch their own plans collapse entirely. Your enemies are running out of time. They know that your spiritual breakthrough is scheduled to happen soon. That is why the physical exhaustion feels so incredibly heavy upon your shoulders right now. They are throwing everything they have at you to lower your frequency, and they desperately want you to feel completely hopeless and completely drained of life. Do not let them win this battle. You are stronger than this illusion. Pay close attention to this next part. I need you to focus your mind completely. Let the distractions of the physical world fade away for a moment. What you are about to hear will completely rewrite your understanding of the past year, because it will explain every single silent tear you cried when no one else was watching. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. You are seeing the real world. There is a reason your spirit is restless. A massive generational wealth transfer has just been approved. The universe has written your name on the final contract, and your enemies are trying to build a giant wall between you and your blessing, using spiritual witchcraft and negative words to block the path that God paved for you. But their dark magic is completely useless. The special forces are surrounding you now. The massive reversal is starting. Make a promise to your future self. Do not let this message fade into the background noise. The divine timing of this exact second cannot be repeated. If you stay until the final word, I will reveal the specific sign you need to look for, and I will show you exactly how to command these special forces to strike back. Listen closely to my voice. The absolute truth is finally here. Listen closely to what your body is telling you right now. You have felt an overwhelming sense of being watched lately. Even when you are completely alone in your room, the air feels strangely heavy and dense around you. You glance over your shoulder constantly. You feel an invisible presence lingering closely nearby. You are not paranoid. Your spiritual radar is fully active and warning you of the hidden danger. The physical world will try to convince you that this is just your imagination playing tricks. But your soul knows the absolute truth of this dark situation. There are forces actively monitoring your daily movements. They are studying your energy patterns. They want to know exactly what makes you smile and what makes you break. They are gathering intel on your beautiful light. This brings us to the nights you cannot sleep. You jolt awake exactly at 3 in the morning. Your heart is racing fast. Your mind is spinning wildly with anxious thoughts and strange scenarios. The doctors will tell you it is just a sleep disorder. Your friends will say you just need to drink less coffee. But heaven says something completely different. That specific time of night is known as the spiritual witching hour. It is the exact moment when the veil between dimensions is the thinnest. Your guardian angels are literally shaking your spirit awake. They need you conscious because dark forces are actively attempting to cross your energetic boundaries while your physical body rests. It is a literal spiritual battle. You are being called to stand guard over your own soul. The panic you feel in your chest is simply your divine alarm system going off. The special forces assigned to you are signaling that an attack was just intercepted in the spiritual realm. You do not need sleeping pills. You need spiritual armor. You must recognize your immense power. You are the master of reality. Let us talk about the crushing physical exhaustion you have been carrying. You wake up feeling like you never slept at all. Doing the most basic daily tasks feels like walking through thick mud. You drag yourself through the day. You force yourself to smile at work. And the moment you get home, you just collapse into your bed. You feel completely drained of life. This is not normal physical fatigue. This is a targeted energy siphoning protocol orchestrated by the narcissists in your orbit. They cannot generate their own light. They live in absolute darkness and misery. Because you possess the rare frequency of a chosen one, they view you as an endless spiritual battery. They are actively trying to suck your soul dry. Every single time they text you with their fake emergencies, they slowly steal a valuable piece of your peace. Every time they provoke you into an argument, they ruthlessly harvest your emotional reaction. You feel that sudden drop in your stomach when their name appears on your bright screen. That is your spirit recognizing a psychic vampire. Your body is physically rejecting their toxic presence. Stop blaming yourself for feeling so incredibly weak. You did nothing wrong. You are simply carrying the heavy weight of being an empath in a world full of predators. Your deep kindness has always been your greatest gift, but right now it is being weaponized against you. They are using your beautiful compassion as an open door to invade your sacred space. Take a deep breath. Let that truth settle deep into your spirit. The confusion and the brain fog are simply symptoms of this invisible warfare. You have spent months questioning your own sanity. You wondered if you were just being too sensitive or dramatic about the whole situation. Heaven is stepping in today to give you absolute validation. Your intuition is completely right. The special forces have seen exactly how much you have endured in silence. They watched you cry alone in your car. They saw how you kept forgiving people who never even bothered to apologize. The universe has recorded every single drop of stolen energy, and heaven is preparing a massive restoration for your weary soul. But first you must seal the energetic leaks. You must stop giving your sacred light to those who only want to burn you. The time for blind compassion is officially over. You are becoming the empath with boundaries. You are learning that a firm refusal is a complete and powerful sentence. When you finally cut off their access to your precious energy, they will experience a severe withdrawal. They will panic. They will call you selfish. They will tell everyone that you have changed for the worse. Let them talk. Their bitter gossip is just the dying breath of their failed manipulation. The spiritual warrior inside you is finally waking up from the long slumber. You are no longer their helpless victim. You are stepping into your divine authority. Your aura is hardening into stone. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon. You might be wondering why these specific people were able to get so close to you in the first place. How did they figure out the exact buttons to push to drain your energy without you noticing? The answer will truly shock you. It traces back to a very specific moment in your past. You must understand this connection. The truth about your past is finally coming to the light. You have always wondered how they knew exactly what to say. They always seem to read your mind effortlessly, and because you are deeply connected to the spiritual realm, they knew your deepest fears and your hidden dreams almost instantly. The answer is incredibly simple, but absolutely terrifying. They did not just guess your secrets. They meticulously studied every aspect of your shining light. They saw your pure energy from a mile away. You walk through the world with your heart completely open. Your beautiful sensitivity is like a giant beacon in the dark. And because narcissists live in a miserable void of nothingness, they are naturally drawn to anything that shines with divine purpose. They targeted you because you possessed the exact emotional depth they desperately lack. Society has always told you that being sensitive is a massive flaw. People told you to toughen up. They said you care way too much about everything. But heaven says something completely different today. Your deep sensitivity is not a weakness at all. It is a highly coveted spiritual prize. It is the exact frequency of a true master of reality. You are a rare soul. You feel the pain of others deeply. You possess the divine ability to heal broken hearts with just your presence. The enemy recognized this incredible power immediately. And because they are entirely disconnected from the divine source, they knew they could never generate that kind of magic on their own. So they decided to infiltrate your life and steal it directly from your sacred source. How did they learn your weaknesses so perfectly? They used a demonic tactic called mirroring. In the beginning, they pretended to be your perfect match. They listened to your tragic stories with fake tears in their eyes. They made you feel entirely understood for the first time in your life. But while they were comforting you with empty words, they were secretly taking detailed notes on your vulnerabilities. You handed them the blueprint to your soul. Because you are fiercely loyal and honest, you assumed everyone else was exactly like you. You trusted them completely and without any hesitation. You poured your precious energy into healing their endless drama. But while you were constantly trying to save them from their own demons, they were actively searching for the absolute best way to completely destroy you. Before you do anything else, take a deep breath. Stop blaming yourself for falling into their wicked trap. You did not attract toxic people because you are broken. You attracted them because you are a powerful healer. The darkness always seeks the brightest light. They wanted your beautiful empathy. They wanted your divine ability to love unconditionally. They weaponized your beautiful trauma against you. Whenever you tried to set a boundary, they used your past pain to make you feel guilty. They twisted your own words. They made you apologize for their terrible behavior. And because you are the chosen one who always seeks peace, you compromised your own energy just to keep them somewhat happy. But you must realize this divine truth right now. Your empathy was never the actual problem. The problem was giving kingdom-level access to people with demonic intentions. God allowed this painful season to happen for a very specific reason. This was a brutal but necessary training ground. Your spiritual discernment had to be sharpened through real fire. You are a cycle breaker. You carry the spiritual weight of your entire bloodline. Heaven could not let you walk into your massive blessing while you were still incredibly naive. You had to learn how the darkness operates in the physical realm. The betrayal was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to completely upgrade your internal security system. Now you understand why they are so fiercely jealous of you. They hate you because you survived everything they threw at you. They hate you because no matter how much they tried to break your spirit, your light just kept coming back brighter. You are a weapon of light. Your mere existence reminds them of everything they can never be. They know that you finally see the real truth. The mask has slipped completely. You no longer tolerate their confusion disguised as love. You no longer tolerate their blatant disrespect disguised as honesty. Your silence is terrifying them right now. They know that a fully awakened empath is the most dangerous force in the entire universe. Your energy demands respect without a single word spoken. But something very strange is happening right now. You might have noticed a sudden silence from the people who used to bother you constantly. They seem to have completely vanished from your daily life. This sudden disappearance is not a coincidence at all. The universe is actively removing them from your path. The reason why they ran away so fast will leave you completely shocked. There is a specific mechanism that was triggered in the spiritual realm. The exact reason for their sudden panic is about to be fully exposed. And you must hear this next part to claim your final victory over their darkness. The sudden silence from your enemies is not because they suddenly became good people. Do not let their quiet retreat fool you for a single second. They ran away because the spiritual atmosphere around you shifted violently. They felt the sudden arrival of the special forces. They backed off because heaven drew a massive line of fire around your energy field that they simply cannot cross. But even though they physically stepped back, their dark work left a lingering spiritual residue. You are probably wondering why your massive breakthrough feels like it is stuck in traffic. You have done the deep inner work. You have prayed relentlessly for answers. You cut the toxic ties and isolated yourself like heaven commanded. Yet the divine wealth and the big miracle seem entirely blocked. This is where the absolute truth must be spoken. The miracle is not blocked by God. It is blocked by the invisible witchcraft of their unspoken words. Even from a distance, narcissists are actively projecting their heavy, miserable energy toward your beautiful timeline. They are desperately casting dark spells of doubt and failure over your sacred destiny. Let me explain the exact mechanism of this demonic attack. When a narcissist realizes they can no longer control you physically, they try to control you energetically. They obsess over your life from the shadows. They constantly check your social media with intense jealousy. They sit in their dark rooms and actively wish for your complete downfall. And this concentrated negative focus creates a massive wall of thick spiritual static. This dark static is the exact reason why your mind feels so incredibly clouded right now. They are attempting to jam your divine frequency. They want to keep you trapped in a state of constant survival mode, because as long as you are worried about paying the bills and surviving the day, you cannot fully step into your identity as a true master of reality. You have been fighting an invisible war while trying to live a normal life. That is why your physical body is aching so badly. Your spirit is constantly deflecting these massive psychic arrows. They want you exhausted. They want you confused. They desperately want you to believe that the universe has forgotten all about your beautiful dreams. Listen carefully to this next part. Do not fall for their pathetic illusion. Their manipulation only works if you agree with their dark frequency. Every time you doubt your own worth, You give their dark magic permission to land on your aura. Every time you replay their cruel words in your head, you are literally feeding their demonic spell with your own precious life force. They planted tiny seeds of self-doubt deep inside your mind years ago. They constantly told you that your dreams were way too big. They whispered that you were too sensitive to survive in the real world. And now, right at the edge of your massive victory, those tiny toxic seeds are desperately trying to sprout and choke your divine blessing. But heaven is declaring a full stop today. The special forces are stepping in to sever these dark, energetic cords. You are not fighting this battle alone anymore. The universe sees exactly what they are doing in secret. God has recorded every single nasty thought they directed toward your destiny. And the heavenly court is currently preparing their massive judgment. The chosen one is meant to thrive in absolute abundance. You are a cycle breaker. You are destined to possess the kind of generational wealth that terrifies your enemies. And right now, heaven is actively clearing the spiritual static so your blessing can finally land safely. You must actively participate in this massive clearing process. You must reject their dark projection. You have to consciously choose to raise your vibration above their miserable frequency. You must stop caring entirely about what they think or what they are doing. Let them rot in the dark prison of their own jealousy. Your only job right now is to stand incredibly still and hold your beautiful light as high as possible. The master of reality does not fight the darkness. The master simply turns on the light. But wait, do not let your guard down just yet. There is a very specific physical manifestation of this divine intervention happening right now. The universe is sending you clear, undeniable proof that the special forces are actively engaging the enemy on your behalf. These signs are happening all around you, but you might be ignoring them completely. If you want to know exactly how heaven is destroying their dark plans, you must understand the strange events happening in your daily life. The universe is leaving breadcrumbs of absolute victory, and this next revelation will finally connect all the weird things you have experienced this week. The exact moment you felt completely exhausted, the universe immediately mobilized. You thought you were breaking down entirely, and you believed the heavy weight would finally crush your tired spirit. But that intense pressure was actually the physical sensation of heaven descending. The special forces have officially arrived to secure your perimeter. They are completely dismantling the dark web. These are not just gentle messengers of peace. They are elite spiritual warriors wielding absolute authority. They were dispatched by the highest divine command to intercept the witchcraft aimed at your life. You are a chosen one. You carry a frequency that heaven fiercely protects, and because the threat escalated recently, the protection protocol had to be massively upgraded. Picture a massive ring of fire surrounding your entire aura right now. The narcissists cannot penetrate this blazing shield. Their toxic words are burning up before they even reach your ears. And their dark spells are violently bouncing back to the miserable sender while you remain completely untouched and safe. You are no longer fighting this war alone. The heavenly army is fighting for you. Listen carefully to this next part. I need you to understand the sheer magnitude of this divine intervention. The universe does not deploy these specific forces for just anyone. They are only sent to protect a true weapon of light whose destiny deeply impacts thousands of others. You are the cycle breaker. Your massive success will literally destroy the generational curses holding your family hostage. This is exactly why the enemy was so desperate to stop you. They saw the massive wealth transfer written in your stars. They knew your kingdom connection was approaching fast. So they tried to jam your beautiful frequency with intense fear and endless confusion. But their pathetic plan backfired completely, because the universe used their attacks to trigger the ultimate divine security system. Take a deep breath and feel the atmosphere shifting. You might feel a sudden warmth spreading through your chest right now. That is the literal, energetic signature of the special forces anchoring into your timeline. They are standing guard at the four corners of your home. They are actively purifying the heavy air you have been breathing. You are entirely safe in this sacred space. The Master of Reality does not panic when the darkness attacks. The Master simply allows heaven to execute perfect justice. Every tear you cried in secret was collected as hard evidence. Every betrayal you endured without seeking revenge proved your spiritual maturity. And God reviewed your entire file before making a final decision. The divine court issued an immediate restraining order against your enemies. Your energy field is being actively repaired as you listen to this message. The tiny holes created by their emotional manipulation are being sealed with pure golden light. The heavy brain fog is lifting quickly. You will soon realize that your mind feels sharper and much lighter than before. The special forces are manually overriding the survival beta waves in your tired brain. They are reconnecting your spirit to the limitless flow of divine abundance. But this protection requires your absolute cooperation. You cannot invite the enemy back into your life out of misplaced guilt. You cannot answer their fake apology texts, while heaven is actively trying to separate you from their drama. If you lower the bridge for the enemy, the special forces will have to step back. You must hold the line with zero compromises. You are the empath with boundaries now. Your kindness is no longer an open buffet for energetic parasites. Your sacred light is strictly reserved for those who honor your divine frequency. And the angels are watching your daily choices closely. They are waiting for you to completely sever the toxic cords holding you back from greatness. Before we go any further, take a moment to reflect. Think about the sudden roadblocks you faced last month, the deals that fell through unexpectedly, the relationships that ended abruptly. That was not a string of bad luck. That was the special forces violently pulling you out of rooms you were never meant to stay in, because they were actively saving your life from a hidden disaster. You were crying over closed doors while heaven was celebrating your narrow escape. You must stop mourning the loss of people who secretly hated your beautiful light. The universe removed them entirely to prepare the throne for your true destiny. The waiting season is officially over. The heavy lifting is done. The spiritual static has been completely neutralized by the divine army. But there is something very important you must know right now. Now that the shield is fully up, the physical world is going to reflect this massive spiritual shift. The universe is about to show you concrete evidence of your victory. You will see clear signs that the enemy kingdom is collapsing entirely, and you will witness the undeniable proof of heaven fighting for you. Do not look away. These signs are going to manifest rapidly in the next few days. You need to know exactly what to look for, so you do not dismiss them as random events. The universe speaks in a very specific language, and in the next moment, I will reveal the exact physical signs, proving that your ultimate blessing is finally here, at your door. The spiritual war has been won in the heavenly realms. Now the physical reality must completely surrender to this massive energetic shift. The special forces have successfully established your protective barrier, and the universe is dropping undeniable breadcrumbs of absolute victory all around you. You must pay close attention to these signs. They are your confirmation. Here are the undeniable physical signs that your enemies are entirely panicking. Number 1 is the sudden exposure of their hidden secrets. The people who plotted against you in the dark are suddenly making massive mistakes in broad daylight. Their carefully crafted masks are violently slipping off. Everyone around them is finally starting to see their true colors. You do not even have to say a single word to expose them. God is doing all the heavy lifting for you. Their lies are crumbling rapidly. The gossip they spread about you is actually destroying their own reputation right now, because heaven is forcing the absolute truth to the surface. They look completely foolish. This is the divine justice you were promised. Number 2 is a profound physical shift in your own body. you will suddenly notice that the heavy weight on your chest is completely gone. You can finally take a deep and full breath for the first time in months. The chronic fatigue that plagued your mornings is vanishing rapidly. Your physical vessel is healing. The massive, energetic drain has been permanently severed. Your mind feels incredibly sharp and completely clear today. You are no longer trapped in that miserable cycle of overthinking every single detail, because the heavy fog of their dark witchcraft has finally lifted. The special forces are literally guarding your mental space from any dark intrusions. You are experiencing the deep peace of a true master of reality. Number 3 is the explosion of intense synchronicities. You will start seeing repeating angel numbers everywhere you look. You glance at your phone and see 111 or 777 constantly. These are not just random coincidences. The physical matrix is glitching under the massive weight of your new frequency. Heaven is actively winking at your beautiful soul. You might also experience strange electronic glitches around you. Your phone might ring with no one on the other line. The lights in your room might flicker when you have a deep spiritual realization. Do not let this frighten you at all. It simply means your personal energy field is expanding so rapidly that it is literally affecting the electromagnetic frequencies around you. Number 4 is the sudden arrival of unexpected resources. You have been stressed about survival for a very long time, but right now the financial blocks are dissolving completely, and the heavenly vault is swinging wide open to pour blessings onto your path. People you barely know will suddenly offer you massive opportunities. The heavy restrictions are lifted forever. The wealth transfer is no longer just a spiritual concept. It is becoming a hard physical reality in your daily life. God is preparing a magnificent table for you right in the presence of your enemies. They will have to watch you succeed beyond their wildest imagination. Their jealousy will burn them alive from the inside out. Your success is their ultimate punishment. You are stepping into a timeline of effortless manifestation. The struggles of the past 10 years are finally paying off entirely. The special forces are escorting you directly into your promised land. Everything you touch is turning to absolute gold. You are the chosen one who survived the brutal storm. You are finally receiving your beautiful and righteous crown. But wait, before you celebrate this massive victory, I must issue a severe warning. There is a fatal trap being set up right at the finish line. 99% of chosen ones fall for this dark illusion right before their final breakthrough. The enemy knows they cannot attack you directly anymore, so they are resorting to their most deceptive and desperate trick ever. Do not let your guard down right now. The darkness is sending a counterfeit blessing to completely derail your focus. It will look exactly like what you have been praying for. It will seem like the perfect opportunity or the perfect person returning to apologize, but their energy will feel slightly off if you truly pay attention. It is a poison apple wrapped in shiny gold. This counterfeit is designed to pull you out of the protected perimeter. If you accept this fake blessing, the special forces will have to retreat, and you will instantly lose the massive upgrade that heaven has prepared. You must ignore this sudden temptation completely. Let the fake opportunity walk right past you. Trust that the real blessing is just one step behind it. The moment you reject the counterfeit is the exact moment the universe releases everything. That single choice is the final test of your spiritual mastery. You are about to unlock the highest level of divine authority. The climax of your entire journey is literally seconds away. Prepare your spirit for the massive shift. The ultimate truth is finally here for you to claim. This is the moment of absolute awakening. The heavy waiting season is officially over. The dry and barren desert you walked through has suddenly burst into a massive oasis of divine favor. Every single closed door that stood in your way is currently being blown completely off its hinges. Can you feel that incredible shift in your spirit right now? That electric feeling in your veins is the frequency of absolute victory. You are stepping into the exact timeline you were born to rule. You are no longer the empath who begged to be understood by broken people. You are no longer the victim of their narcissistic games. The brutal crucible of pain has forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this exact moment forward, your energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The special forces are fully activated and marching firmly by your side. Every space you enter is instantly purified by your blazing light. You have survived the darkest nights alone, and now heaven is placing the ultimate crown of authority directly onto your head. Here is the massive truth you waited for since the beginning of this message. I told you that the enemy was panicking because of a secret they knew about you. The secret is that your light was never actually broken by their abuse. Your light was only hidden while God upgraded your spiritual armor in the dark. The special forces are not just here to protect you. The special forces are here to take orders from you. Heaven has given you the absolute authority to command your reality. You are the cycle breaker, holding the keys to generational wealth and massive spiritual power. The people who plotted against you have already lost everything because they made the fatal mistake of attacking God's most beloved and powerful child. Stop doubting your own magnitude. You are a massive weapon of light in a dark world. Your voice carries the weight of divine thunder. When you speak abundance into your life today, the universe must instantly obey your command. The massive wealth transfer is landing safely in your hands right now because you passed the brutal test of endurance and pure faith. Your intuition was completely right all along. The isolation was a divine shield. The pain was an intense training program, and the tears were the water that grew your beautiful spiritual garden. Look at how incredibly powerful you have become. You became the literal storm you were desperately trying to survive. Your silence has become a weapon that absolutely terrifies the darkness. They can no longer manipulate what they cannot access. The massive protective ring of fire is sealed tight around your beautiful life. The spiritual war is entirely finished. The angels are singing your name in the heavenly courts today because you refused to surrender to the heavy darkness when things got incredibly hard. You held on to your pure light. Take one deep and powerful breath. Absorb this massive truth into your physical body right now. The pitch-black darkness has permanently retreated behind you. The dawn of the new era is shining its brightest golden rays onto your spiritual crown. You are whole. You are powerful. You are completely restored by the divine hand of the universe. But wait. This massive shift in your timeline requires a physical action to lock it in completely. The energy is buzzing fiercely right now. The universe is watching your response in this exact second. You must ground this massive spiritual download into the physical realm. You need to officially accept the command over the special forces assigned to your life. If you simply walk away from this moment without claiming it, the energy will slowly dissipate into the air. The enemy desperately wants you to close this video right now. They want you to keep your hands still and ignore this massive divine alignment. They are hoping you will doubt this revelation tomorrow morning. Do not let them steal your massive victory at the finish line. You have spent countless hours in silent prayer. You fought terrible spiritual battles just to survive until this exact moment. Now, you must partner directly with heaven. You must prove to the universe that your beautiful hands are wide open and fully ready to receive the massive blessing. You must seal this new reality into the foundation of your daily life. The gates of absolute abundance are wide open before you. The special forces are standing at full attention. They are waiting for your final confirmation. The divine contract is fully written. God is holding out the golden pen. Now it is your turn to officially sign your name in the book of victory. Do not hesitate for a single second. Claim your massive destiny today. The divine contract is officially finalized. You have crossed the absolute threshold of your spiritual journey today. The heavy chains of your painful past are completely shattered on the floor. You are standing in the pure golden light of your massive victory. The universe bows to your frequency now. Your special forces are fully deployed. They are guarding your precious energy field permanently. No dark weapon formed against your beautiful soul will ever prosper again. You are the untouchable master of your reality, and your enemies are completely powerless against the blinding radiance of your new aura. They are watching you rise from the ashes. They thought their cruel words would bury you forever, but they did not realize you were a divine seed planted deep in the fertile soil of heaven. You grew in the dark. You found your massive strength in the quiet moments of deep isolation. You are magnificent, but you must seal this massive blessing right now. The spiritual realm requires a physical anchor to lock this incredible frequency into your daily life. If you walk away without claiming this miracle, the energy might slowly drift away into the wind. Do not leave your divine protection unprotected today. Heaven needs to see your absolute agreement. You must declare to the universe that you are fully ready to accept your massive inheritance. Place your hand over your beautiful heart right now. Feel the powerful rhythm beating inside your chest. That is the divine drum of your absolute victory sounding out. You are alive for a massive purpose. The universe spared you from the hidden traps for this exact moment. You were protected when you did not even know you were under attack. Acknowledge this divine grace right now. Step completely into your power. Claim the massive wealth and the perfect peace you deserve. Type Amen down in the comments immediately. Type 777 to permanently lock in this protective shield around your entire bloodline. Your written words are not just simple text on a screen today. They are a powerful, energetic signature that binds the special forces to your timeline forever. Every time you type your agreement, you are firing a massive arrow of light directly at the darkness. You are telling the narcissists and the energy vampires that their toxic reign is entirely over. You are reclaiming your sacred power. Hit the like button as a physical act of absolute obedience to God. You must draw a firm line in the sand. Show the spiritual realm that you are no longer a passive observer in your own life. You are the active commander of your massive destiny. When you engage with this frequency, you are building an impenetrable fortress around your mind and your beautiful spirit. Do not keep this massive blessing to yourself. If this fiery message has reignited the faith inside your tired soul, you must share it. There is another chosen one out there, bleeding in the dark of despair right now. They are crying alone and desperately needing a guiding light to survive the brutal storm. They are experiencing the exact same exhaustion you felt yesterday. They are doubting their own sanity because the spiritual warfare is so heavy. Share this video with them immediately to multiply your own blessing. Sowing the seed of hope today is mathematically guaranteeing a massive harvest for your own future. Subscribe to the channel right now. Establish your permanent energy receiving station right here. You need to stay anchored to this high vibrational frequency as you step into your massive wealth transfer. The enemy will try to distract you tomorrow, but remaining connected here will keep your spiritual armor completely impenetrable. You are entirely safe now. Breathe out all the lingering fear and the heavy anxiety. The days of begging for basic respect are completely finished. You are walking into rooms that your ancestors only dreamed about. The master of reality has finally taken the throne. Your kingdom connection is entirely secure. The special forces are saluting your incredible bravery today. God is smiling down upon your beautiful journey. You survived the brutal fire, and you came out shining like pure gold. Never let anyone dim your blinding light ever again. You are the chosen one. You are the ultimate cycle breaker for your family. Go forward with absolute confidence today. Walk with the quiet authority that terrifies the dark shadows. Your massive miracle is already unfolding in the physical realm right now. I am sealing this divine transmission with pure love and absolute protection for your beautiful soul. The battle is won. The victory is completely yours.